Hi Pisces, and welcome to your August predictions reading. I'm just waiting for my flag to show as usual so I can make sure that the audio is working. It might be a little echoey. I'm going to turn off mine and hopefully that's a bit better. But this is a... Oh, I wanted to say Sagittarius. Goodness, we just came from Sagittarius's reading. This is a Pisces August predictions reading for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. Or if you have strong Pisces placements, you're welcome. You can cross-watch if you'd like, but my intention is to read for Pisces. We're going to have a look at themes that you can expect in August, as well as specific predictions with tarot. So let's start by setting our intentions. I'm going to tune into your energy and just take a moment to focus on my voice, set your intentions as well. Think about any key questions you have about the month ahead or any information that you may be seeking. And let's go ahead and open your reading. Spirit, please tune me into Pisces energy. Please help me offer Pisces the most honest questions. Ooh, we have questions. The most honest answers for their reading today about the month of August. Thank you, Spirit. We have questions. What's going on in this month? Let's see. Spirit, what is happening in the month of August for Pisces? What is their main theme for the month of August, please, Spirit? Pisces' main theme. We have 22 coming out, so we're seeing a lot of partnership coming through, compromise, decisions, needing to be able to see eye to eye. We've got Taurus reverse, so goodness. Yeah, you have to be able to meet the people around you halfway, which involves you doing things you don't want to do, but you know it's the right thing to do. Spending a lot of time with other people, doing things that other people want to do for other people. Really a lot of giving in the month of August. With Taurus reverse, you're sacrificing your own needs in order to help key people out. You wouldn't do this for anybody. With 22, you're doing this for the people who mean something to you and for a very specific reason. So we can see with the number 22 that a lot of your August month is going to feel like it involves another person. You're either spending a lot of time with one person in particular, or a partnership or a friendship. This close relationship is the main focus in the month of August. Let's have a look at how that connects to your other themes. We're going to break down those three key areas of your life by looking at the themes in those areas. So I have more information about this in the description box. Spirit, what can Pisces expect in their love life? We have Gemini. What can Pisces expect with their money in August? We have Leo. And what can Pisces expect with their lifestyle? Goodness, that's straight away. Your reading is like ready to come out. We have Pallas Athena at the back of the deck. So overall, we're looking at your August month being about other people who mean something to you. You're not just out here, again, you're not just out here giving to people for no reason, but you are offering the goodness of your time, your resources, your effort, your energy to people who need it. And it feels like this is either a partner, a best friend, a close family member, or someone who you know you're going to have some sort of successful future with. I'm hearing it takes two, but I also feel like this is about compromise, and you are sacrificing quite a bit of your own free time, of your own, things that you want to do and you're saying, okay, we'll do what you want to do instead. Pallas Athena, I don't really like that that is reversed. It makes me feel like you're taking it a bit too far. You are a Pisces. You can't be depleting everything you have for other people. Otherwise, you're going to feel like people are taking advantage of you and you've let yourself down. Because at the end of the day, instead of getting angry at them, you're going to get angry at yourself. So be careful. Yeah. Pallas Athena is the defender of your community. So it talks about you taking care of yourself, but people who are important to you. In the reverse position, it can feel like you're having to be very diplomatic, almost walking around on eggshells, or having to be very conscious of what other people want, having to think of them before you think of yourself, and being a little bit too critical, either of yourself or eventually of them, going, oh my gosh, how could you have taken it this far? So let's get into your reading. Let's have a look at your love life first with this Gemini energy. Gemini makes me think that your love life is, there's a lot more that you're thinking, that you want to say, but you're not saying it. Gemini reversed, we're not being very chatty over here. Our mind is still thinking things, but we're filtering out what we want to say. And you're also either being careful about what you share, keeping your love life in a closed circle. As an example, this gives me the energy of like close stories where you have certain people who can see what you've posted on your story. That's what this feels like. It's an exclusive closed circuit of communication about your love life. So Spirit, what is going on here for Pisces love life in August? We'll take that card, the Hermit. We have a smoke signal as well. Smoke signals came out a lot yesterday. It's coming out for the first time in your energy today. We also have the Moon. All right, let's give ourselves some more room over here. So I do like to see the Moon. With the Moon reversed, look, it's an interesting time. So maybe what's happening astrologically is impacting your energy as well. Morning is reversed. So this is the Three of Swords reversed. In this deck, it is aptly named Morning. For your love life, you're feeling the repercussions of decisions that you feel like you weren't a part of, but they've directly affected your future. And it's like, okay, so how do we move forward? How do I move forward, or how do we move forward? You're either feeling a separation from somebody, or you're feeling almost stuck with somebody. Does that make sense? Like, it's like, oh, now I'm stuck with this decision that was made in my love life. Even though I didn't make it. What is this fly doing? Excuse me, sweet soul. Even though I didn't make the decision, now I have to deal with it. I have to do something about it. And the Three of Swords is ultimately trying to help you expand. But when it's reversed, it feels like you don't have any idea on how it's going to happen. You're just trying to figure it out as you go. And it could still feel like an either painful process or a process that requires more healing while you're trying to figure out, well, how do I act? What do I do? So what I can say with Gemini and the Hermit energy here, both reversed, your sign is really feeling Mercury retrograde's effects in the way that it's impacting what you want to say. It's impacting how you feel people are treating you. You feel like people aren't either giving you the space to communicate the way that you want to, or you're second guessing the things that you want to say, and you don't want to say something that you either don't mean or that you're going to regret. So your words, like, look at me trying to communicate this. I'm having a hard time. Your words feel like something that you can't trust. It feels like when it comes to love, you're like, ugh, Is this a mistake? Did I make a mistake? Am I making a mistake? What is going on? Usually the Hermit is a very wise energy and they get their wisdom through experience. But when it's reversed, it makes you go, what is happening right now? You know, when does the wisdom hit me? Like I could really use some of that wisdom right now. Why does it feel like I'm supposed to know what I'm doing and I don't? So it can also mean that you're trying to outsource a lot of your solutions, trying to get advice or information from people who you think are wise enough to give you the information. But with that card reversed at the end of the day, you have to do what feels right for you. And you have to be the one that makes that decision for yourself. You have to be accountable for that outcome. So your love life feels like something that's almost in the dark. You don't really know what's going on. You're doing the best that you can. You're moving slowly, but it also feels like things are happening quickly around you. There could be a lot of people talking about your love life. It could feel like a lot of people are either gossiping about it or, you know, there's a lot happening around you, but you're not feeling very informed, very equipped is the best way that I would describe it. It's like you're sitting still and everyone's just whirring around you. So with this smoke signals card here, I do feel like August is going to make your love life feel like something that has to have more temperance. This smoke signals energy is usually an energy of passion and momentum. It talks about using whatever interest you have, whatever desire you have, whatever even communication that you have, to turn it into a cycle of passion that creates momentum in your love life in this case. With that card reversed, you could be feeling like your love life is stuck, like things aren't really as exciting as they used to be, things aren't really as passionate as they used to be, and it could even feel like there are some silly misunderstandings going on either about your love life that other people are assuming or between you and a love interest where they are assuming things that aren't real, that aren't right. And it feels like you're being underestimated, but in a way where people are expecting you to be more experienced, informed, and ultimately wise, where you're going, well, hang on a minute, no, wait, what? Like, why would I be ready to do that? Or why would I want that? So I do think that someone's drawing a lot of assumptions about you and you're trying to catch up with the energy and go, am I comfortable with this? Do I really want to do this? Did I say the right thing? Did I make a mistake? How do I actually feel? Which is why we have the moon card here. In August, your love life is helping you understand your feelings by mostly highlighting how you feel in out of your depth, how you feel like the experiences you're going through aren't progressing, and how you feel somewhat frustrated with the energetic boundaries. You want your love life to be a part of an exciting sort of area of your life, something that has passion and that feels like it's actually moving and has momentum. And in August, it slows down, to be honest with you. So with the moon card reversed, you kind of finish August with this backwards way of figuring out what you want, what your feelings are trying to tell you, and even what your fears are trying to tell you. So be very careful about reacting prematurely. It feels like you're being triggered and people are not helping things that you're feeling on the inside, but you're not communicating on the outside. Don't let these assumptions lead into bigger arguments that you later realize were just symptoms of deeper feelings. So the best way that I could describe it is like, as an example, let's say you are in this headspace where you're like, oh my God, just as an example, did I make the right choice by committing to this relationship? And instead of like giving yourself the right time and the right people to give you the right advice, you may end up adopting information that you don't necessarily, that doesn't actually work with your narrative, but it makes you think, well, yeah, actually, that wasn't fair what they did, and I shouldn't have given them a second chance, or I shouldn't have committed too soon. And so it could lead towards you blowing up and trying to just naturally vent your frustrations in a way where by the end of the month you're going, oh my gosh, I actually was just feeling like my partner wasn't listening to me. And instead of giving myself time to figure out what I wanted to say, I just pushed them away because that was easier. And now that I know what I actually feel, I realize that I'm afraid that I could be wasting my time, or that I'm not living my life to its full potential. But I see how what I did only made it worse. So it's an interesting month in love where you're really in the dark trying to figure things out, and you feel in over your head like people are expecting you to just have it all figured out, but really these little things are highlighting a lack of momentum in your love life, a lack of passion and excitement, and it's building frustration, even resentment that could be misdirected before you have the chance to realize, oh, that's what's going on. On a deeper level, certain fears are being triggered and certain feelings are not being realized in time. So the main energy here is, I wish I didn't say that. I wish I gave myself more time. And now I'm trying to figure out how to get my love life back on track in the way that I want it to be, even though I feel like I'm also having to deal with other people's decisions that they made for me. So that's what I'm seeing, sweets. Your love life is complicated, but we have some complicated themes in August where you are giving a lot to the people around you. Let's move on to your lifestyle now. So we have Leo next. Oh no, this is your money, finances. Again, reversed. Leo's energy is about self too. And look at you not being selfish. All right. What is going on with Pisces finances and money in August, Spirit? What is going on with Pisces money and finances in August? Okay. We have the Sled, which is our Chariot card in this deck. What else can you tell us about their money? We also have the Six of Blades, Six of Swords, Journey. We have the Chief of Blades, our King of Swords. At the back of the deck is the Eight of Blades, Captive. So here we go. That's telling us a little bit of something about that Leo reversed energy. Money in August may be a case of needing to do what you got to do in order to pay your bills, tick your boxes, and move forward. That's really what this feels like, taking care of business. As a Pisces, no, it's not the most exciting month for you with money. No, you don't get to be completely selfish with your money, but yes, you get to feel like your finances are somewhat in order. Now, I say somewhat because the Eight of Blades is really about you feeling like you're not having all the freedom and autonomy and flexibility that you would want, really. You still have to show up to work or submit that paperwork in order to get your money. But it could be worse. And that's what I feel like you're telling yourself in order to get through August, because parts of this month have highlights where I think that you're going to be doing something very significant with your money, either making a significant purchase or paying something significant. And it feels like a huge win for the sled to be here and the Six of Blades. Like, this is a moment that you should really celebrate and go, oh, I'm doing it. Like, I'm getting places. I'm paying these things off and I'm handling my responsibilities. The sled is more than just paying a bill. It's like achieving a goal and feeling more determined afterwards, because whatever progress you've made here with your money is raising your self-efficacy. It's making you believe more in your capabilities and have more confidence to pursue your financial goals. But maybe money is not something that you're overly ambitious about right now, and so it doesn't feel like a big deal. On the outside looking in, I feel very proud of you, and I think you're going to have your loved ones wanting to celebrate this, wanting to make it a big deal, whereas you're like, yeah, I did what I had to do. And with the Six of Wands here, the Six of Blades here, this is a good month to feel like you're making progress with your money, to feel like things are in harmony, like you have a good work-life balance, you have a good relationship with your job, with your colleagues, with your boss, and you're also going to feel like you have enough time outside of work to do other things. But it's still annoying and your mind just goes straight to the fact that, yeah, but I have to work. Yeah, but I still have to do the whole rigmarole of paperwork. And so it doesn't feel like a true success, only because it's not giving you complete independence. You still have to make money in the first place. With that being said, the Chief of Blades reversed, when it comes to your money, I would just say, use your confidence and use whatever success this is in your finances to make sure that you're making the right decisions at the end of the month. It feels like at the start of the month we have this successful sign in our money that, you know, we're doing well and our work is paying off and our expenses are being paid off. This isn't an opportunity, it's a successful target being hit, a goal that was already set. It could have to do with having more transport or being able to have more of a safe way of getting to work, or being able to buy something that your family really needs or your household really needs. But with the Chief of Blades reversed, it feels like you kind of lose that momentum and something slips through the gaps here at the end of the month. And for it to be the Chief of Blades, it feels like somebody asked us if we wanted to do something and we said, yeah, I'll get back to you, but we never got back to them. So this could be an employer or some sort of money opportunity where they're waiting to hear from you to see if you want to do it. Do you want to, apply for this job or be a part of this project or put your name down for this opportunity? And instead of getting back to them, you just kind of let it expire. So there's some decisions here about your finances towards the end of the month that feel like they're just not the most sensible. But hey, everything happens for a reason. It's just important that you don't feel like you've let something important slip through your fingers, because it feels like other things in your life start to really kick off in the end of August, and that's where you're expected to really give a lot of your free time to somebody that you love because of either what they're going through or because of the fact that they're so important to you, it's important that you're there for them. And that's where you miss out on this opportunity. It feels like this person's waiting to hear back from you, but you don't seem to reply. So let's go into your lifestyle now to figure out what's happening with all the loose ends. Your lifestyle is where we learn more about your platonic connections, as well as your free time, your spending habits in terms of anything that's not going towards your expenses. Let's have a look. Spirit, what can Pisces expect in their lifestyle in August? Okay. The 10 of Wands, ruin. Very dramatic artwork too. Okay. Cultivation, reverse. The 5 of Shields. This is actually the 10 of Blades. I see the wood and I think it's wands, but it's the 10 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, our Maiden of Shields. The back of the deck is the 5 of Wands, 5 of Pipes, which is Stickball. Cultivation, ruin, and Stickball are significant words. Mars has a very strong masculine energy, and when you pull that into your lifestyle with this energy of trying to look after your community of people at your own expense, it feels like you're putting a lot of action into your lifestyle. There's not a lot of rest here. You're doing a lot in your free time. You're spending a lot of your free time on other people, taking care of them, trying to be responsible for them. I'm even hearing a protector. This Mars energy can also be very defensive, especially with this 5 of Wands. Your lifestyle in August, it feels like there's this competitive energy of trying to keep up with somebody else. So maybe someone in your close circle is very busy, very stressed out, and you're trying to help them, or you're in that position and you're trying to pull people in to help you. But it's just a very energetically challenging situation where it doesn't actually feel like you have a lot of free time. So you may have to deal with a lot of different people's expectations of you in August. It could feel like your family wants you to do this, your friends want you to do that, your partner wants you to do this, your siblings want you to do that, your children want you to do this. Whatever the case is, it does feel like you're being stretched thin. And with the 10 of Swords here, the problem is, which I picked up in the beginning, because you are a Pisces, you're waiting for someone to turn around and go, are you okay? What's going on with you? In the heat of the moment, with everything that's going on with everybody in your life, it feels like no one's actually watching your back and looking out for you. This is a situation that has you feeling betrayed by other people's actions or lack of actions, feeling let down to the point where you're pushed to breaking point. You feel like you can't trust other people. You can only really trust yourself and maybe the number of people you can count on one hand. And it's putting you in a position where this is a feeling of burnout, but you don't even have time to feel the burnout. You're just feeling the weight of words you want to say, but you can't say, the weight of actions that you have to do, and the weight of other people's inaction that you're now having to deal with. So with the 5 of Pentacles here, you are putting a lot of your free time into other people, and it is at your own expense. Our 5 of Pentacles upright in this deck is actually a good sign of positive changes in challenging situations that have to do with your money, your time, and your resources, it's an indication that we're aware that things aren't working and we're trying to change that. But with this card reversed, I don't know if you're actually aware that things aren't working, or if you're actually trying to change what isn't working. In August, it feels like you're having to figure out either the hard way or in a very rough way that your lifestyle is not working for you, and how you're spending your time, the amount of things you're doing in your free time, the amount of people that are pulling at your energy, and the amount of inconsistencies in your habits and your routine, it isn't working for you. So with the Maiden of Shields, thankfully, this isn't a long period. Within the month, you're getting to a point where you still have this Mars action-orientated energy of I'm ready, tell me where and when, let's do it. But you're directing it towards your health. You're directing it towards trying to take care of yourself right here, right now, in ways that you may not fully understand. Like, you could be trying a new diet that you've never done before because it feels like you need to start eating more meat, or it feels like you need to start eating more greens. Whatever it is, you're listening to your body. You're listening to the natural part of your being, and you're going, well, look, I'm not a professional, but I'm going to try. And I think this is where you're really finding a way to act with your best interest. At the very least, trying to get more sleep, trying to drink more water, like little things to help yourself feel better and to take care of your body. But the thing about our maidens, which are our pages, it's a very sometimes well-intended energy, but not a very certain energy. So it feels like your approach to this is, I'm just going to give it a go. I can't promise myself that I'm going to be consistent, but I'm going to give it a go. And before the end of August, you're applying yourself. You're trying in your lifestyle to take your health, your well-being, and your physical body more seriously without putting a huge, detailed plan in place. Just this week, I'm going to try to get at least 7 hours of sleep every night. Just little things like that. Not putting too much pressure on yourself, because that's not the point of this, but trying to make time to take care of yourself is the point of this. Because before you know it, the situation in your lifestyle, whatever's happening with the people in your life, it becomes bigger and bigger, and you just need to take care of yourself. So that is what I'm seeing for you. I hope this was helpful, Pisces. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and your support. As we part ways, I wish you peace, prosperity, abundance, happiness, health, wealth, success, and joy on your journey ahead. Look after yourself. It really applies to you in August. Take care of your beautiful soul, and make sure you find ways to, just not get to this point. This is important though, because after a 10, we start from scratch, which is what you're doing. So when it happens, accept it and pick yourself up. But, there's a lot of people here. I just wish they recognized how much they are kind of burning you out. So you've got this. Look after yourself, protect yourself, and I can't wait to connect with you in the next video to check on you and make sure you're okay. Bye, Pisces.